8-bit armies. Is it worth a buy? Let's read the words. Let's read. 8-bit Armies is a retro real-time strategy game. With a colourful blocky voxel art style, 8-bit Armies is Petroglyph's most fast-paced, friendly and accessible RTS game to date, featuring a campaign of 25 single-player missions, 10 co-op missions, multiplayer and skirmish modes. So what is 8-bit Armies, guys? I'll tell you what it is right now, right here. It is the closest game I've played to Command and Conquer. But this is the thing, guys. What they've done here is they've stripped all the kind of gloss that was on Command and Conquer, the cutscenes and all of that, and they've just give you the base game. I'd actually loved the cutscenes in Command and Conquer, especially Red Alert, because they had big-breasted women, and they were nice. But Kane was awesome, wasn't he? I remember doing a mission in Command and Conquer, just dying to see Kane's reaction to me taking out that giant nuclear generator or something, and they were all done so cheesily bad that they were good. And it's probably the most fun game that I've seen cutscenes for. So I didn't really mind them in Command and Conquer. But 8-bit Armies, I'm pleased it doesn't have any, because it's just going from one mission to the next, to the next, to the next. You get a little kind of briefing on what you have to do. It's just text. It's like kill all the units, destroy all the buildings, take out his weapons factory, or whatever you have to do to win the game. The graphics in this look gorgeous. It looks so cute, so nice. Did I just use the word cute? Did I just say cute there, guys? Did I? One sec. Sorry. You're not allowed to say cute when you're a guy. It's really bad. The graphics look really nice though. They really do. They're all blocky but colourful and like Lego. It's just works. It just works. Everything's a block. Even the bullets are squares, but it really works. It's just bright and colourful and appeals to children like me. So I actually love it. I'm loving this game. I really am. It's priced so well. I mean, it's just an 8 cent a tenner. That's all it is. A brown one. So it's available to most people, and you get 25 single player missions. On top of that, you get co-op missions and the skirmish mode with 10 maps, so you can play co-op on the maps or against other players, or you can just play against the AI in skirmish mode, or you and your mate play against the AI. It's just got everything. It's just like, wow, what a great price for such a great little game. But anyway, let's talk about how the game actually plays. It's not massively tactical like AAA RTS games. I mean, basically build a shitload of units and just go lol into their base and you can win. So that is a bit of a, it's a bit of a shame, but that's fun, really. So it's not a shame. It's a shame to the purists. I don't think RTS purists are going to love this. They're going to be too kind of, it lacks the tactical brilliance of the likes of StarCraft and Grey Goo and Ashes of the Singularity. It doesn't have the tactical levels of them games, but it has pew pew. The units are pretty basic, to be honest. You've got your infantry units, which are rocket men, machine gun men and engineers. Your vehicle bays consist of APCs, which are just basically a machine gun mounted jeep. You have a tank, you have artillery, then you can build air units such as a helicopter which has missiles on it, a helicopter that has rockets on it, and you can also build a nuke to nuke the enemy base. So it doesn't have the big scope of vehicles that you would expect in a AAA game, but this is only a tenner, guys. It's not a AAA game, but it plays really good fun. It's very addictive. It's casual. I mean, I'll give it that. It's for casual RTS players. If you put it this way, if you have never really played an RTS game before, but you think they look fun, but you kind of kept out the way because a lot of them are all AAA price, this is a brilliant place to start. But even if you're a veteran of RTS games like I am, you're going to like this kind of game because it is fun. Ramming 100 vehicles into an enemy base and wrecking it, it's fun to do that, and games are all about fun, and this has fun in abundance. Not only does it have the 25 missions that get progressively harder, with 3 difficulty levels as well, guys. There's beginner, normal and hard. So I'd suggest you put it onto hard though if you know what you're doing in RTS games. But it also has 10 skirmish maps that can be played against the computer AI. You can change the sides as well. You can sort of have you and a couple of AI on the 3 other AI, and you can decide on the level of difficulty of them. You can decide what they're allowed to do. Are they allowed nukes or not? You know, you can change all the parameters of the game to suit what you want to do. And that is a good sign in a game, because it means it's fun. It means that, because everybody's different. Some like nukes, some don't like nukes. So it allows you to change everything, really, which is a brilliant addition to the game. It runs great as well. I mean, I'm not having any issues on my 770 i7. It's running fine, and the graphics do look pretty gorgeous. It also has multiplayer. Now, I haven't checked out multiplayer. I can't tell you what the lobby system's like in it, because I haven't been into multiplayer. RTS games, I don't really do multiplayer on them. I just play single player and co-op, because that's kind of what I like to do. CNC Generals was the last pretty much RTS that I like to play multiplayer, because you got a lot of turtling and there wasn't a massive amount of tank rushing in that, so it was pretty good. But StarCraft and all that, tank rushing, boring in my book. I mean, I'm not knocking you if you like it, but for me, what's the point of having a game where you can build all this tech, build these huge armies, if you're just going to dive in with the first 10 tanks that you get, take out his power, and then f*** them over? There's no point. I don't play to win, I play to enjoy the actual game, and this allows you to do that. The maps themselves, yeah, they're pretty decent. I mean, it does have elevated areas, because this has something that Command & Conquer didn't in the early Command & Conquers. See, in this you can put a unit on an elevated platform and they can see further, so that means they can attack further, and so they get an advantage. So it gives an advantage to the higher placed units. So there is a bit of tactics involved in that. So far, the way I'm playing it is I'm just smashing them down with a blitzkrieg of tanks, which is, I'm enjoying it. It's fun. You know, you build turrets as well around your base. There's a tech factory that unlocks other fields to build, so you can't just build everything from the off. You have to go up the tier, sort of. There's not much of a tier system. It's just build a tech lab and then you pretty much can build everything. That's the way it works. But you do have to defend your base. You've got to put your power in the right place. You've got to put your turrets in the right place. You've got to have them backed up with infantry units and that, or you're going to get overrun pretty quickly. You can also assign patrols and guard units to guard a harvester as your harvesters go out. I mean, I'm assuming everybody knows how an RTS game works, but if they don't, here's a quick guide to how it is. You basically build a refinery next to your HQ, and you can't just build anywhere on the map. You can only build within a few squares of other buildings. So, you know, if you want to expand, you have to expand daisy chaining your buildings like that. But you build a refinery, the harvester comes with the refinery. He'll go straight for the nearest oil. That's your resource where you get your money from. He'll automatically just keep ferrying oil back to your base, so you get money. With the money you can buy new buildings. With that, bigger buildings, you can buy like a barracks to create soldiers, a vehicle pool to create vehicles. You have to build power plants to power these buildings, because if you run out of power, your buildings stop working, and that is devastating if you have turrets, because your turrets all use the power from your power stations. So a good tactic when you're attacking the enemy is to take out his power first, and that'll shut down his entire base, which is great. So protect your power plants in this, build plenty of them, get your turrets up early, get your vehicle factories up early, build your units, start amassing your army, start opening up the map. There is a fog of war on the map, but it's only for units. You can see the whole map from the off, but you can't see enemy units or buildings. They are hidden, but you can see all the other buildings, so you kind of know what's going on. There are a few shit things, like there's lava, volcanoes and lava, and you just drive through them, you know, and nothing happens kind of thing. It's a bit shit, and your men just run through lava. I'd rather than just not have lava there, you know. It's just a bit shit. But, you know, apart from the limited tactics in it, I love the game. I absolutely do, and it is definitely worth buying, whether or not you're into RTS or not. It's just a fun game for £10, and I'm absolutely loving it. So there you go, guys. 8-Bit Armies is a really good Command & Conquer clone, and I love it.